Thank you.
Mr. Hill contributed an additional $20. Thank you, Gary. Cheryl, are you digging for dollars?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Lion Louie.
President Leroy, members and guests, this is I'm giving you a challenge dollar. I'm going to challenge you for the vision screener. I need a little bit more money. And we've had several members already give me some $100, some $50. But this is the ones that haven't given any money. I'm challenging you for 50 bucks. My brothers and sisters here. So dig deep, dig hard, come up with the money.
Will you take a promissory note? How about an IOU? Okay. Zone chair? Anything up? No money today? We need lots more money than this. Past President Cindy.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, for those of you that aren't on Facebook, I know there's a rare few out there, this weekend we celebrated a milestone high school reunion for me. Let's just say we can't party like it's 1979 anymore because we're too old for that. But we had a great time catching up with our old friends from high school, and one of them flew in from New Zealand, so it was very, very special. Another happy dollars for this weather. Another one was I took yesterday off to recover from the reunion because we're not used to partying like it's 1979 anymore. And other than that, I'm just happy.
1979. Let's do the math. 40, is it 40? Line to Wayne.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, happy buck. I'm just happy my brother's here again.
Hey, David.
Now, zone chair. Gary.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. Well, she was graduated in '79. Well, I was 69, and our weekend, our 50-year reunions this weekend. So looking forward to that. And have an advertising dollar and a praise for copies today, and Mr. Patrick over here for helping me do a memory book.
Well, even before I get to the front, Patrick, are you going to have something to say? Okay. Past President Pat.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, wow, what an action-packed week it's been since I saw you last. 70 hours of work at the store. Yes, this economy is robust, so there's a happy buck. Oh, good, there's my second happy buck. I'm so glad that my brother, Lion Hal, has decided to show up today. I want everybody to witness what it is that I'm giving him so that he can see. Why don't you go ahead and hold that up, Al? Well, hopefully you can get your back shaved with that.
Hey, Mike. How you doing? Good to see you.
Third happy buck is that little Lion Sam, good old number 3 son, has successfully flown the nest. The U-Haul made it to Bellingham. Everything is unpacked. And so I texted him on Thursday morning and said, gee, how's it feel? Waking up in your own bed, in your own place. And he's like, I'm kind of scared, Dad. And I'm like, welcome to every day for the rest of your life, son. I love you. I'm only a phone call away, but don't ask for an envelope. Oh, God, what was number 4? Number 4. Oh, number 4. Girlfriend Jerry, broken foot update. So today was the day she was going to be, the doctor said she could walk on her foot. you can walk on your foot on Tuesday. So she's actually been working down in Vancouver the last several days, and
So is ours. We know
called me this morning. So you were right. I made it about 3-4 inch steps. My foot is aching, and I can't stand the pain. And why in God's name did I think I was going to be able to walk today? So there's a little more physical therapy that'll have to go on in order for that to happen. And the fifth happy buck is that I am going to take
For the
Lion Louie's challenge, and instead of going to Elanay tonight,
what's Wheeler? Is the person who will be there on Friday.
Way to go, Louis.
Hey.
Oh, okay, so
Ask council chair. Now,
Thank you, past District Governor Steve, and now, once again, a lowlife. That's right. How can you be such a lowlife when we know she's such a high life? President Leroy, Hawaiian's a guest. I had a wonderful 5 days on the river. Went down to Katlama, went out to Astoria. My California friends just were blown away by how beautiful the Northwest can be, because the last time they were in the Northwest, it was January, and what was it doing? It was raining or snowing or freezing cold. And then the second happy dollar, grandson Getnet is in town. I tried to get him to come to the meeting, except he had some friends he had to meet up with. I can tell you right now, there's 8 of them, and they're all female.
not a problem. We're gonna step up here. Hi, Ryan. Where's your pen? Where's your badge? Oh, okay. Lion Bob.
President Leroy, fellow members, and guests, I have 2 happy dollars. This is for the lake concert. I think we broke the record. We had over $5,000 that we took in on Thursday night, and there's 29 Lions that helped out sometime along the way, either prep or clean up, and are serving over at the lake. So thank you very much. One more Thursday night.
We're making hay while the sun is still shining. Okay. Pass Zone Chair. Welcome back. Greg?
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I did make it back from Reno with $1. Had a great time, saw some of the most unique cars I've ever seen in my entire life, and Hal, you're still ugly.
Immediate past president. The Honorable. Okay, let's take it all back. Immediate past president Ken.
I won't call you what I was going to call you, but President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I've got a happy dollar. I would like to thank the 12 Pioneer Lions that made up a beautiful bouquet at the Relay for Life this Saturday. It was nice seeing 12 of us out there in our yellow outfits and just really a heartfelt emotion about things that were going on. Thank you all very much for showing up and helping us support Relay for Life.
Lion Kina.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I have a sad dollar. I did not make it to Relay. I've made it to Relay for the last several years, but this year I don't really know what's going on in my head. But I just couldn't make it this year. But I did help out with the Kelso High School music program. We did a fundraiser on Saturday. But I've already given Louis money. I wrote the last check in my mom's checkbook. I wrote a $100 check for Louis for this hearing program. But I'm going to give him some more money today, and I encourage everyone else. This is an important milestone is, well, not a milestone, this is an important project. It's not a club project, it is a project, a zone project, but it is important because this is what we do. Hearing and sight and hearing is what we do. So I'm going to challenge everybody to cough it up. I don't have a paycheck anymore and I'm going to cough it up. This is my husband's money.
You can tell him.
Treasurer Dolly has $1, and I think the granddaughter's gonna put it in the bucket.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Vice District Governor Doug.
Thank you, Mr. Tallfister. President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, as Vice District Governor, had the opportunity to watch what Louis has been doing with other people, but he's been leading the charge on the screening units. And so I'm going to cough up a $20 bill, but not put it in your basket. I'll give you the $1 to be able to talk, but this goes to Louis.
He has his own treasurer. All right, Lion Mike.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I'm happy because 3 times a day, Anita and I look out on our little lanai that we have outside our dining room, and we see birds and squirrels and chipmunks and rats and
Rats?
all kinds of animals daily.
Rats, huh? This one.
Past Zone Chair Marilyn.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I've got a happy dollar. I think last week I mentioned we had family. For the last 2 weekends, and on into the middle of the week last week, we attended a wedding for my grandniece that was down at Silver Falls in Oregon. Very sweet little hippie style wedding. It was really fun. So that was it. And I've got $20 for Louie as well.
Treasurer Cindy. Past District Governor. The Honorable. No. Okay, Jim.
King Lion Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I want to add a little bit for Greg Furner. We've been friends a long time, or known each other a long time. And he saved my life 2 weeks ago, but I gave him his money back. That's where he got the $1 from today. And he mentioned going to see unique cars in Reno. Well, he worked for Ford Motor Company for a long time, so a unique car is one that runs.
That's good, that's good. I forget. Past Zone Chair Terry.
King Lion Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. Evidently August is a birthday month for my family and stuff. My oldest grandson is away at school to WSU. Hey, yeah, and he turns 21 today, so he won't be around tomorrow. At any rate, then I have my youngest grandson on Friday will turn 1. And my oldest granddaughter on the 19th will turn 10.
Lion Bill.
King Lion, or Leroy, fellow Lions, yes. Captain Ron Stoppler has the largest sailboat in this club. It is now on the dock, and I'll bet you if you called him up, he would probably have you donate you some time, and then he would take you sailing if you called Ron.
Yeah.
Okay?
What dock?
He's in Olympia.
Olympia.
Why is it on the dock? They're going to take the steam batteries off of
Hi, David. Okay, this is the last one, so you need to keep it short. Okay, no singing. Just, okay.
Today, I asked President Leroy, our fellow guests, President Lambs, President Joe.
You got it.
Well, President Leroy, fellow Lambs, and honored guests. All of you are honored. I told and I left this hat on, even though most of you know it, and my name's David Smith. Well, it shows everybody in the building that's in here, that's who I am. I was asked God to direct me today, and I was encouragement. I was to use me as in some way, and I was an encouragement to my worker, and we settled everything by God giving me the wisdom to do so. I hope everybody here is happy, and we can seek God for everything we do. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Holy mackerel. Fine, Scott.
I'm a little late, sorry about that, so I'll throw in that for a sad dollar. President Leroy, fellow guests, and fellow members. I guess there's another one. Last week, my niece Kinsey was in the hospital, so we're happy to have here today, and so that's definitely a happy dollar, and we're just glad to see you, and we're glad you're doing better.
Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Leroy, did you have a happy?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm empty.
It's up to you.
That it?
Yep.
Thank you. Hey, it wasn't quite as loud. Anyway, there we are. Hey, leading this in the invocation will be past president. Actually, we're going to start with the invocation. Will be past zone chair Marilyn Patterson.
Our Heavenly Father, we just thank you for the friendship that develops within this club. And we also thank you for those who have served the community this year, this summer, working really hard to raise funds to help others. We ask that you bless the food that we have eaten and bless our time together today. We ask you this in your name. Amen.
Pledge will be led by past president Ken Bartero. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our song today will be led by Zone Chair Cindy Fickett.
My
country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any guests to be introduced today?
President
President Leroy, Lions and guests, we do have some. Kathy Carmody has a guest. And Lion Dolly has a guest.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, my granddaughter, Marina Friends.
And past President Matero.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I'd like to introduce you to a very special guest who is a little bit older than the two others. But he has a wealth of experience and knowledge. He also keeps up my pension from that retirement. I'd like to introduce our newest, going to be our newest member, Gordon Joe.
Okay, and last, Lion Mike.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, as Scott already mentioned, we have a guest, my daughter, Mackenzie.
I believe that's all, Leroy.
Great, thank you, welcome. Announcements. Lion Bob Jensen, you have a couple announcements?
President Leroy, members and guests. Saturday is a big day, Squirrel Fest. That's the last day we'll have the wagon out for the year. We've still got a couple shifts at the end of the night, 3 to 6 and 6 till closing inside the wagon to fill. Also, we're going to try something a little different. People tell me that they would help clean up if we had a cleanup at a different time. So Monday, after we bring the wagon back, we're going to do a cleanup Monday night at 5:30. So there should be a reason somebody can't sign up for that works during the day or parties on the weekend or something. So see me over here and sign the list, please.
Next is, we'll go with Kathy Carmody has an announcement. We'll have you run over there.
Again, President Leroy, fellow members and guests. Talk. I'm really going to have to start pushing on this, and I apologize because I have not been up to par, but I had 3 deaths and 3 funerals, and I'm just tired. But anybody, please, Cindy she said she will put up one of the flyers in her place of business. My nail lady also is going to put one up at her place. I am going to go by Urban after meeting and see about having them put one up. And also, of course, tickets. I have tickets, so I will stay late after meeting. And please, please don't disappoint Gloria, because she might hurt me. Please buy some tickets. Thank you.
Thanks. Marge, do we have a sunshine report?
Yes, it's out.
Okay.
President Leroy, fellow members and guests, I just heard Jim Waters is home and resting, and they got everything, so let's just still keep him in our prayers.
Okay. Good. Then we come back this side to Gina.
Immediately following this meeting, if we could have a meeting of the awards committee immediately following this meeting.
And Steve, I'll give you a short, you can give it to Craig first.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I'll make 3 quick announcements. Number 1, they've got pins, got club pins. They've also got pins from other clubs. They're not very expensive at all. And in the middle here is a little tub. It says Centennial Service Challenge. Our club met the challenge from Lions Clubs International. So anybody that wants one of those pins, there's no charge on those. Secondly, I've got membership apps for anybody needing those. And thirdly, tomorrow night, Wednesday night is our monthly Sight and Hearing Foundation meeting. Rose, you were thinking about that. And Lloyd, anyway, anybody that wants to come can come see what we do, find out what's going on. Oh, good, Roxanne's here too. Anyways, tomorrow night, 6:30 at Canterbury Park, second floor.
And Zone Chair Cindy Figgett has an announcement.
I'm a girl. Girls are supposed to be shorter. President Leroy, guests and members, I have visitations and I have conventions. And two, I have a Rosenberry fundraiser. It's out of Fort Vancouver when I went to their meeting. So they have little flyers here if you want fruit. Visitation, Zone G2 is going to have theirs in Vancouver. It's going to be on service. Brian Wolf, he's the global service team. He's going to be the speaker there. So that's Tuesday the 20th at 6:30. And then, of course, there's a convention for USA Canada in September. You can still sign up for that. And then the coming up fall convention. Everybody loves the fall convention. And it's going to be in Wenatchee. And the Friday night's going to be glitter, glitter, and more glitter. So you might start attaching your glitter now so that it doesn't fall off by then, maybe. So we have people with shoes and hats and vests and all kinds of things. So it should be a fun time. But yeah, the forms are underneath the, if you're attending.
Are there any other announcements? I have one more, and this kind of just goes with what Cindy was saying for the annual convention, the MD-19 Lions Annual Convention, which is October 17th through the 19th in Wenatchee. She's got forms, and I've got application forms here. So if you want to go, I encourage you guys to go, and it should be a good time. Again, that's October 17th through the 19th in Wenatchee. And we're still trying to get the computer working, right? Are we? Okay. We're going to move on to our program. Kurt Aganelsi, would you like to introduce your guest?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the love in the room here. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce our two speakers today. We have Marc Silva and Denise Furner. Marc was a military child. His traveled around a little bit. He was in Camp Pendleton and Okinawa, right? And then he came here to go to Portland State, met his wife. They were going to try a year in Longview. They've been here for 13 years. He has one child. He's the branch manager of Columbia Bank and president of the Sandbaggers. So, and a Rotarian. Our other speaker is Denise Furner, and she's originally from the Battleground area. She's the past president of the local Rotary, and she is the committee chairperson for Squirrel Fest. She's been at U.S. Bank for 27 years as a district manager. And would you give a warm welcome to Marc and Denise? Thank you.
Hello all. I know we were trying to get this video, it just wasn't coming through today. So
bummer because if you guys ever go on our Facebook page, longviewsquirrelfest.com or Facebook, there's a nice video that a gentleman did last year. He's from Pacific Weird. So he goes all over the Pacific Northwest finding weird festivals. So as you know, we're all a little nutty for Squirrel Fest, which is this weekend, if you can believe it. It's crazy how time flies. So just a couple things I wanted to just share with you with Squirrel Fest. You know, the first Squirrel Fest was really a dream of a local group, the Sandbaggers, and a lot of the local businessmen in the area. And they, you know, it's kind of fun. They created an event to have, you know, some free activities for children. Also to have a little party too. So that's why we have the concert and the beer garden and all that fun stuff. And Marc will talk a little bit about the beer garden here in a minute. So it, you know, it's been going on. This is the 9th year of Squirrel Fest. So it's gotten bigger. And so what the Sandbaggers had decided to do is just kind of really work with the local organization, a nonprofit organization, which is our Rotary Club. And I started really kind of getting involved with Squirrel Fest last year as we were kind of merging together to kind of put this event together as Sandbaggers and Rotarians. So now this year, although we still have lots of Sandbaggers that help us with this event, Rotary Club is really kind of taking it on. And so I'm the chair of that this year. And it's exciting to see the smiles on the children's faces on some of these fun events that are really something that they probably couldn't afford, even just to go to a fair or any of this. So it's really touching to me when you see a kid go, "Can I go on that ride, Mom?" And she's like, "You bet," because it's free. Okay, so I think that's kind of what touched me and got me involved with Squirrel Fest. You know, and there's lots of fun activities, lots of vendors. Of course, you guys will be there. But we haven't got somebody's application yet, so whoever's in charge, I have to talk to them. But we'll save you a spot. Yeah. So I think it's really just, you know, creating that fun atmosphere and just really being part of the community. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Marc, am I missing?
Yeah, I'll step in.
Yeah, step in there.
And thank you, Denise, for taking over the event last year and helping it grow and continue to grow. It's been awesome under your leadership there. One thing we did last year, and we're going to continue this year, Kolsch, Kolsch is a beer style. Kolsch, over in Kelso, they are letting us borrow one of their buses. They let us use one of their buses last year, so we were able to allow people to park here in downtown Longview, kind of behind Mill City and some of the other businesses there, and take a free shuttle and right over to Kirkpatrick Family. And that way people didn't have to worry about parking and walking, and we heard from lots of people that said they were not able to attend this free event because they were not physically able to park several blocks away and then have to walk over to the event. So they were very grateful for that. And we were, this year, we were able to secure having a larger bus because we had so many people use it last year. So again, it's going to be a large free bus, and it's just going to be making round trips all day long so people could go to the fun event. If they want to, patron our local businesses and restaurants, they're able to do that as well, but really just kind of make it that much more accessible to our community. And beer garden, for some reason I always get to find myself being with beer. It's kind of fun. So Stein has been a great partner since day one of the event, and again they're partnering with us as well. So we're going to have 4 beers on tap. We'll have red wine and white wine if you prefer, Cindy, and and then we'll also have a hard seltzer from them as well. So that way we have lots of choices for everybody to enjoy responsibly. We'll be selling water, and then this year, so kind of long story, I got a text one night from Kurt and some other fellow sandbaggers saying, "Hey Marc, you weren't at our event tonight, so guess who our incoming president is?" So I said, thank you guys. So as the president, my initial thing I wanted to do was make a sandbagger beer. So I have a good relationship with the guys over at Five Dawns, and I said, hey, I would love to have Five Dawns be at Squirrel Fest and do a sandbagger ale. And they said, awesome, we have an idea. So they wanted to brew a nut brown ale, which is a traditional English style beer. And they said a nut ale would be great because squirrels love nuts. So we now have a Sandbagger's Nut Brown Ale. They, for some reason, let us go over there and help them brew the beer. So hopefully it still came out okay. But I think it was good. I got a little taste of it. So we'll have that debuting at Squirrel Fest. We're really excited for that. So have some great beer choices, as well as we'll have some local beer as well. And then we have, is it over 50 vendors signed up?
Yeah.
Perfect. That, and then the kids zone is going to be going on there as well. In the morning, it's going to start off with the Happy Kids Dentistry race. So it's going to be a whole fun day of event. And in the evening, we'll have a concert. We'll have 3 different acts performing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I keep checking with Denise.
Okay, so the events, the one thing I just wanted to point out is, unfortunately, we were going to have bed races, and they did not get enough participation, so we're not going to have the bed races this year. But 9 o'clock, we're going to start with the Happy Kids on the Run. That has been a huge event with Happy Kids Dentistry. I think they have over 600 kids signed up already for this run. So it's amazing. I don't know where they find all these kids, but they find them. Then we have 2 attractions that we have for the kids: a giant, bouncy slide, as well as a new attraction we're doing today or this weekend is the Gravitron. It's called. So kids get in there. There's 4 at a time, and they spin all crazy, and it's all fun. So. The next thing that they were offering also is Circus Cascadia. It's a great they do a presentation, they do magic tricks and little circus acts, so they'll be performing as well. We are also partnering with Arts in the Park. So many years ago, Arts in the Park was out by the lake all by themselves when Squirrel Fest was going on. So we just kind of partnered with them. So they'll have about 30 vendors as well to offer just with that. And then there's an agility course for kids that are going to. And there's just face painting. There's just a ton more kids games and activities that will be out there. The official welcome will be around 12 o'clock, and this year we're doing something a little different, so I do ask for your participation, because you're all a part of this community, is we're offering a squirrel court this year. And the squirrel court is made up of awesome community leaders that are basically, it's a survey monkey, and we just put it out there, and we'll crown a king and queen of the Squirrel Fest this year. So that'll be kind of fun. And it's participation from everybody in the community that makes the votes. So our beer and wine garden will open at 1. We will have live music with Rayanne Phillips. Also, we will have, after Rayanne, will be 4 o'clock to 6 will be Northwest Groove. And then 7 to 9 will be Five Guys Named Mo. So that is our event for the weekend. Yes, questions? Yes. Oh yeah, he will have, Yep. Yes.
What I thought was really interesting about Squirrel Fest, it's grown from about 1,500 people to over 7,000 people. And one of the neatest things about it is following suit with what John Claypool and a lot of the Lions have done, geared things towards kids.
Yeah.
One of the basic events of the year is a kids race event on the 4th of July. Squirrel Fest incorporated all of that, but had free events for all the kids, which is just totally amazing. People do see some things like this. So, for the community to really get involved, this was a great move. This was a dream of Pat Seri and
Yep.
fiance.
Yep.
A lot of the guys put together, they told me,
Yeah.
and it just blossomed.
Yeah.
Even though Rotary's involved in it,
Oh, well, thank you. I know Rotary's involved. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
hope
the filibuster.
yeah. Thanks for the filibuster is what Mark said. No, I appreciate that, and it's always amazing what you find more and more of the Squirrel Fest, and a lot of community leaders in this town, like Pat Seri, Don Ciance, a bunch of the sandbaggers. It's really amazing what they put together, and the Squirrel Bridges is something that is really kind of unique that, it's just really something we do. But Jeff Wilson is going to have his little tour of the bridges. Last year we couldn't make that happen last year because we didn't have a bus to do it. But this year Jeff Wilson's going to get that going for us.
make sure Mark thanks everybody for the
Yes, Mark will make sure everybody gets thanked for the sandbaggers, yes.
I may have missed this, but Happy Kids Dentistry usually is quite involved. Did you mention that?
Yep, the Happy Kids on the Run. Yep, they do 600 kids. Oh, yeah, Happy Kids Dentistry, yep. They're always a part of it. I'm sorry we could not show you the video. We just couldn't get that connected because the video is kind of fun to watch. There's a lot of, like Pat Seri, Don Ciance, I think, was interviewed. But they really just kind of talked about, our fun event that we have here and the uniqueness of it. So, any other questions? Okay, darn it. Well, let us know when you remember. Did you have a question over here? Yes. We'll make sure. Especially people named John, right? Okay.
Ken, more questions?
Squirrel sauce? Toss.
Peter was against it.
Oh.
Live squirrel?
Yeah.
Peter said that.
Probably not. But there'll be lots of different squirrels out there. We'll have the squirrel refuge there. It's for one of the vendors. Yeah. Yeah.
I assume Sandy will be there.
Sandy will be there. Yes. Sandy will be there. We're kind of going to do it a little different this year. We used to make him run all over the place, and it's really, generally super hot. So we're going to have him in one location, and then all the kids can come and know where he's at and take pictures and selfies and all that.
Just curious about the layout of the new gazebo. Will you use that at all? Will the music be blocked off?
Yeah, the concerts have always been $10 to get in. We try to keep that low as possible. So that's one of the, things that we try to offer, so it's affordable for everybody. So it will cost $10 to get into the concert, as well as the beer garden, but we'll have beer garden side and a non-beer garden side so that kids can go into it as well. And we'll also, this year, we're gonna have 2 food vendors inside the beer garden. So that was some of the comments that we got last year, was there wasn't any food, there wasn't any water, there wasn't soda. So we're gonna try to get 2 food vendors inside the beer garden so they have all that as well.
When I was in Okinawa, we had a barbecue of squirrel, and we had a shortage of meat.
I think the Squirrel Refuge would be very upset with us if we were to sell squirrel. But I know it's a delicacy. I know it is. Was there any other questions?
See if Ken has one.
Ken. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
And there's some posters up here if you'd like to have one.
Thank you, Marc and Denise. Bummer we couldn't watch the video. Well,
Yeah.
have to get our computer going. So, and I'll just leave those in there anyway. For an appreciation of you guys speaking to us, got Lions mugs for you.
Wow,
Marc,
thank you. Perfect.
Your bunch of different favorite beverages.
Yes.
Go perfect. And inside here is our application. So if you want to jump ship from Rotary and join the Pioneer Lions, you're more than welcome.
Oh, that's pretty.
Okay.
That's good. We'll have to try that at our meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so reminder for announcements. Right after the meeting here, Gina's going to have an awards committee meeting. She'll probably just sit right there. So you see her right here? There she is. So see her. I already told you. Yes, Lou, thank you. Super. So we're going to go on to the blue ticket, I suppose, and that number, if everybody is ready, is going to be 20645. How about 8? Hey, there's another curve there. You know, there's only one of these there. So anyway, 208-4517. Other than Jim, Rose got it. All right. You're 1-8. No. So another announcement to remember, don't forget that the annual convention is coming up. I know it's in October, but October is going to be here so soon that it's going to be over with before we even know it. Red ticket is going to be 95627. Yeah. All right. Okay. And desserts. Do we have desserts? Lion Jane. Oh, Terry. All right, great. Boy, what happened to Ken? He didn't need it, all right? Okay, so that being said, I think we are done for the day. Thank you again for coming. Don't forget Squirrel Fest on Saturday, concerts at the lake on Thursday. Have a good day. Stay cool. Good night.